fits.
There we go. All right, they're both working now. Jesus Christ. All right, well, there's a reason. There's a reason the RAM on my computer is supposed to be overclocked. Great. Tech issues, am I right? For those who are tech savvy enough to know what I was insinuating, I had to modify a setting on my BIOS to underclock my RAM to get something to start working again. Though it turns out in the end that might not have had anything to do with the solution. The solution might have been something graphics processing unit related. But because I was trying different things, I did that, and I forgot to change it back. And I guess if it's not overclocked, there's not because part of doing that also changes the voltage distribution across my motherboard and everything. Yeah, I learned a lot while I was troubleshooting this over the weekend. And I guess if the voltage isn't set just right, there's not enough to power the USB hub where my microphone and webcam are set up. It's like it can only power one or the other. And now that I changed it back, they're both fine now. So, we're ace. Unfortunately, that means I had to restart the stream twice. And this second time, it's now playing the stupid 3-minute ad break again. Oh well. Can't do shit about it, I guess. Alright, well, let's just get on with the fucking show. Now that everything's working. Or something breaks. Again. At least now I know that voltage distribution across the motherboard does affect whether I can, how many USB devices I can use at once, I suppose. So I'll probably look into how to optimize that now that I know that, thanks to this little learning experience. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the last Las Vegas vlog. This one actually might be short too. So I guess it's probably not too bad that it got delayed because of all this shit. Because it might actually be like 30 minutes. Well, no, it's gonna be a full hour. I just remembered one of the segments is gonna be like 30 minutes, so no. And then when I account for my yapping, no, it'll still be a full hour. But this should be the last one for Vegas. Alright, let's get on with it. So I was saying when on the first false start, Lantis put an emote of a peach because of, well, you know, there's Peach. Our lovely Peach right here. And it is lovely, but we gotta go. So you keep doing your Tai Chi's there, we gotta move on. And speaking of peaches though, this isn't really a peach kind of situation. It's a little, I have to switch to this one. This isn't so much a peach as it is, well, I'll let you come up with it, but, for those who might remember yesterday's stream, the t-shirt, I'm wearing it, one of the t-shirts I mentioned, this one.
Who's pulling his car out? You are twisting your shaft right now!
That's right, representing. I was like, you guys ain't gonna get to see it much anyway, so I might as well, you know, post up an image when nothing else is going on. So there it is, ready for action. But yeah, let's get back into the vlogs. Got the GoPro Media library ready. And I believe where we left off was right where we were going into the strat. I showed the sky jump, right? Yeah, I showed the sky jump. We ended with that last time. And then the first thing I wanted to show on this next vlog to wrap up with all that was, well, a little bit of the strat's interior, I guess. Including the platform where, let me check this video real quick. Yeah, let's start from here. The landing platform for the sky jump. Lantis, if you're still there, don't worry. We're not going to see people jumping off anymore. Don't worry. Yeah, we're not going to see that anymore. But I did forget to show a better view of the platform. They actually have like these little, here, let me start it up. Oh yeah, there you go. They actually have like these little beach, like poolside chairs. Like you saw right there. Like, look at this shit. So that people who want to watch, like if you have family and friends with you when you're jumping off, they can just sit there and watch you land on a little bullseye right in this spot. It's kind of funny. That dude right there, he's waiting for his wife to come down, I think, if he's the guy I'm thinking of. No, because she jumped with me. I think he was doing recon because they were signing up for this and he was really nervous, so he went to watch. Because I jumped, not at the same time, obviously, but I was paired up with this dude's wife and then he went afterwards. So I didn't get to see his jump because I went back to my car to put away like the collectibles that I got, like the t-shirt from before, not this one obviously, and like pictures and stuff that I bought. I went to go put it away at the car, so I didn't get to see his jump, but he was super nervous. And they were a couple who had just gotten married right there in Vegas like a week ago, and they were still there on vacation. So they got money because they've been in Vegas for like a week by the time I met them here, and they actually came from I think they said it was Scotland. Yeah, I think they came from, it was a couple from Scotland, and since I got paired to go up with his wife, she was really chatty, and you know, she had a good sense of humor and everything. I remember when she had told me, please make sure I jump first or else I won't do it. Like if I watch you go first, there's no way I'm gonna have like the courage to do it. And I was like, okay. And then when we got there, she's like, are you gonna let me jump first? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like low-key regretting that because she was just like, God damn it. You know, she got like frustrated, and then when she got into the room and got prepped, I got to watch her jump before I did. I was just kind of like grinning and just looking at her through the window of the door when she got locked inside where they hook you up and everything. And she just looked over at me and saw me grinning, and she glared at me. She gave me those dagger eyes, and she was like, she fucking flipped my ass off. That was pretty funny. She was like, let me check something real quick. Okay, make sure that's actually limited the way it's supposed to. Ah, it wasn't. Okay, so I always gotta make sure to turn my microphone on and off at the hardware level to make sure the limiter kicks in like it should. Got it. There we go. Webcam's not frozen? Okay, no, we're still good. We're still good. Sorry, I have to double check these things because the fucking tech issues we were having, man. Terrible. Okay, next video. Let's see. Or photo. The photo. Yeah, there's the shirt I showed off last time, obviously. The one that I bought and was wearing. The little memorabilia. Now here's some fun facts about the Strat Tower. They have this in the lobby area at the top where you go to jump. And I mentioned this last time briefly, but like, if you choose to jump first, you get free entry back into this area to like check out the shops and the restaurants they have there. It's nothing too big and fancy. They just have one bar and one little like restaurant where you can buy like some sandwiches, just some snacks, you know, and just little shops for memorabilia. It's not a really big place, you know. But they have this on the walls while you're there. If you don't jump and you just want to go up there to hang out and watch other people jump, or just, you know, look at the beautiful view from up there, the cost is about somewhere between $50 to $80, maybe? Or is it 30 or 50? It's not too expensive. Because it's an all-day pass. You can come back as many times as you want for that whole day. But it's around $50 or something like that. Jumping is more expensive, what I did. Even if you don't get videos and all that shit, it's way more expensive. But at least it includes, it's like a package deal that includes being able to do this. So, you know, that's pretty cool. You know what I just remembered? I'm gonna have to try to find this. I'll probably just show it next vlog after, even if it's not about Vegas and all that anymore, because I can't go find it right now. I knew there was something I was forgetting for this stream. They give you I don't know why I don't have a picture of it saved here, but they actually give you a certificate when you jump. After a successful jump, they give you this photo like certificate. It's like really like laminated glossy paper, where it says your name. It says so and so. This is proof that so and so jumped off the Strat Tower, you know, 885 feet or whatever it is, and that they are certified to not be they now have lifetime immunity from being called a chicken or a coward and all this other shit. It's just like it's just silly. Like they just have some silly thing like that written on it. But the reason I bring it up, I'll try to show it next time, but the reason I brought it up is just because if you do sign up to jump and you pay for it, which there are no refunds, so if you get to the point where you've signed up and you paid for it and then you chicken out, they give you the opposite. They give you a certificate calling you a chicken. It's called a chicken voucher, and that lets you come up here also. So you still buy passage to come up here, but it's kind of a little badge of shame too, because then you walk around and You know, well, you don't have to show it to anybody, but you know, you just have this certificate that's calling you a chicken, basically. So like, yeah, you can back out at the very last second. You'll just end up with a little badge of shame like that. I was like, and again, there's no refunds either. So it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, you know what? You have to be fucking sure you're actually down to do this before you pay the price and everything else. Otherwise, you get a badge of shame and you don't get your money back. So it's like, you cannot be indecisive. You have to know you want to do this before you fucking sign up. Do not waste your money and don't end up with a badge of shame. You know what I mean? You need to be sure days before that you're down with this. But yeah, I'll see if I can show the certificate next time. Anyway, so yeah, up there in the lobby, you get to see how this tower measures up with other popular towers, I guess. So we got the Statue of Liberty is at 305 feet. It's the shortest amongst these. The Washington Monument is 555 feet. The Space Needle in Seattle is 605 feet. Sydney Tower is 1,001 feet. I'm guessing it's in Sydney, Australia. I mean, where else would it be? The Eiffel Tower, which I'm guessing they mean the real one, not the one here in Vegas. I'm surprised there's no mention of that one. It's 1,063 feet, unless... No, yeah, they're definitely... Yeah, the one in Vegas is definitely way, way, way smaller. Yeah, so it's 1,063. Tokyo Tower is 1,092. The Macau Tower is 1,109. And the Skypod Tower... The Skypod is the lobby area at the top where we're hanging out, from where I jumped from. 1,149 feet, apparently. And I think that's after the reduction, after they shortened it, because the airport asked them to. The FAA, the oppressive fists of the censors of the FAA. No, I wonder what that button's for. Oh, that's FCC. The censors is FCC is for television. Yeah. Anyway, that was a stupid joke from a very old podcast. That's very niche. So one thing I wanted to mention, for those who watched the PSO2 streams when I was playing through the story of that, during episode 4, this is kind of a spoiler alert, during episode 4 you actually get to visit Las Vegas on planet Earth. And they actually put one of the ESCA, what's it called? ESCA system? Yeah, the ESCA system towers is in Vegas, and it takes the place of the Strat Skypod tower that I'm basically in here in real life. They basically replaced that with an ESCA tower, which looks eerily similar to it, especially if you just look at the silhouette like this right here. It looks a lot like this. It's like a mix. The ESCA tower itself is like a mix between this, I would say, the Strat Skypod tower, and the Space Needle over here. The Seattle Space Needle. If you look at just the silhouettes, this one and this one here, and you go look at the ESCA tower and PSO2, it kind of looks like a mix of those. And then you find out they're all over the world in that game's lore. They have them everywhere. But yeah, the one in Vegas is obviously meant to stand in for the tower that I'm standing in here. It's good stuff. Skyjump has had over 270,000 jumpers since its opening. Now this is a mural on one of its walls, so I wonder how often they update this. Like, when was the last time they updated it? When did they put this here? Because by now it probably has had way more jumpers, you know? Oh, so this is what I did want to show. I don't know if this might make you nervous or not, Lantis. But this is just the room from where I jumped from. There's a better view from it from outside, inside the Skypod little lobby area. I wanted to see the mechanism, or I wanted to record, because I already seen it when I went up there myself, but I wanted to actually record with one of my own cameras the mechanism that holds and the tether that holds onto you as you jump with the little fan and everything. I wanted to show some video of that. So we do get to see it in action because somebody jumps off. No more POVs or anything like that, but I did want to film the little fan here. Like here, I think they're reeling it back in from the last person that jumped. And then this girl here in the green suit is about to jump. This is pretty much right after my jump when I came back up. I talked with that couple I mentioned for a bit because they were leaving. I caught them in the lobby as I was coming back up here. By the time I got back up, it's nighttime, so now you get to see the city lights in the background. The next time I go, I'll do what she did. I'll do a nighttime jump so I can get a city view like that with the lights. like how that dude just took a photo of us. I think he was just testing the camera to make sure it was gonna work. Because he just pointed at us and went So yeah, you're about to see why that dude wears headphones. The other guy, he's kind of outside-ish, so he doesn't really have to as much. But like as soon as he jumps, this, yeah, see the wire that's holding her? Yeah, the wire that's holding her is obviously it's gonna start, you know, it's like that fucking scene in Jurassic Park. It just starts fucking, you know, going off, and the fan blade next to it will just make this really loud, windy sound, obviously. That's why he has to have those headphones on. You can see a better POV of the whole prep that goes into this too, compared to my actual, like, my own jump video. You can see I got the little thing he's attached to for his safety. Hooked her up. She's telling her, jump when I say go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There she goes. Listen. Dude! Now that might have been like, okay, well that was kind of loud, but whatever. They're inside of a locked room. We're outside and we heard it that loud. It was that loud for us outside. Like if the door were open or we were in there with them, like see that's why that guy just barely took off his hearing protection. Like it's insane. The fact that it's that loud from out here. See, I'm showing it right there. That's a fast way to get down, dude.
Bruh, look at this dude.
I forgot I made such a cheesy joke. I wonder how it feels to stand in front of that fan, though. I don't think it has proper blades to, like, shoot off a bunch of wind or whatever, but you probably still feel it if you stand in front of it, right in front of that grate. In that room where people jump. Anyway, from this point on, it's pretty much just showing the rest of the skypod and the view from there. The big Ozma ball in the middle of the city. Ozma from FF9 is there. Changing shape. So I think I used the GoPro and my phone to do one lap around the entire skypod, so you can see the whole city. This is literally the highest point in the city, so there's no better place to get a, you know, good view of it. It just stretches on forever. And I like that the windows are slanted like that, so you can actually look down and you can see everything below you. It's very well designed. Okay, so this thing says the tower is currently 1,149 feet high. It was brought down approximately 600 feet, there we go, by the FAA. The oppressive fist of the FAA due to concerns about it conflicting with planes from McCarran Airport. So yeah, there you go. Safety reasons, you know? I was like, oh, okay, I get that. That's been a pain in the ass having to reduce it after building it, though. Like, look at this giant thing we built. You gotta bring it down. What? It's like, god damn it. We just built it. Now we have to deconstruct part of it? Like, yeah, sorry, buddy. But that means it used to be 1,749 feet. Does that line up with the pictures we saw? Hold on. I don't want to lose our spot here. Where are we? Hello? I hate how when you're looking in photos, you can't always pull up the fucking... There it is. Okay, we're at 4 minutes and 14 seconds. No, okay, so this mural shows the current height. So it used to be 1,749 feet. That means it used to be way the fuck up here. It used to be way the fuck up here until they had to bring it down. Okay. We were at 4 minutes? Well, the people who scream when she jumped, I think they were her family and friends. You know, they were obviously... I tried not to film other people as much as I could, so... They were like standing next to me and around me, so... That's why they were like, oh my god! As they watched her jump. I remember them muttering like, oh my god, she's hella crazy, I can't believe she did it. They're proud of her, obviously. Local radio stations sometimes place antenna boosters on top of the tower. That's kind of funny. Why am I moving my webcam or my iPhone camera like... Did you see that? For a second when I was walking there, I kind of like swung it left and right like I'm playing a first-person fucking video game and walking, and it's doing like a head bobbing fucking motion. Like, I was like, why did I do that with my camera? I don't think I was doing it on purpose. I think that just literally happens when you're holding a camera like that and trying to walk, you know? So that was a snack bar off to the right. You can't see it anymore, but that was a snack bar we just passed. I hit it off pretty well with the chick that was serving the food that day. Like we had a lot of chatter and banter between us, because there wasn't like too many people that night. I think it was a weeknight. Yeah, it was Monday night, so there wasn't too many people, you know. But she was, I think she might have been Puerto Riqueña, now that I think about it. She might have been. But it's like we would speak in Spanish and English, and she would talk pretty fast. So I can't remember though. She's not on video, obviously. This was all happened off video, but she was fun to talk to though. The Strat Tower with its signature skypod is the tallest freestanding observation tower in the United States. I was about to ask, what about the space? And then I remembered, oh yeah, the Space Needle is actually shorter. Yeah, it's not as tall. I think this was the busiest it got. Like shortly after I finished filming this, people started leaving and it got a little quieter. Because this is around dinner time. Well, late dinner. I got a Miami Vice from there. I'll show a picture of that. But this is, you know, I guess this is the bar. This is late dinner, I guess you could say. 7 p.m. around there, maybe. Pretty, right? The city looks beautiful from up here. And the music isn't too loud. It's like it's honestly a super cozy vibe. And if you don't want to see people jumping off the tower, you can just go to the other side. Because that's only one section of a whole circle you can walk around, right? So if you don't want to hear and see people jumping off, you could also just, you know, just stay away from that area, essentially, if it makes you nervous. But also, this area is open until 1 a.m., I think? It's open pretty late, because they have a bar. But the sky jump itself, which is right over there, that's what you see in this. That's the closed off section with the fan blade and everything else that I just showed. The sky jump is until 8 p.m. So the last jumper jumps at 8 p.m., I believe. And that's it. And then this place is still open for you to like eat, drink, do whatever. Several hours after that, if you know, if you want to. And it's not like people are jumping all the time either, because it depends on what day you go and whether it's like, you know, if it's a holiday. It depends on if there's a lot of tourists in town. Sometimes it can go a couple hours with nobody jumping at all. Right now, that chick that we saw jump was the last one, so at this point they're just cleaning up and setting it up to, you know, doing routine maintenance and putting everything away for tomorrow. Oh god, am I gonna make a comment about that again? Can't even see the landing pod, or the target bullseye thing. Guinness World Records certificate. The highest commercial decelerator descent facility is Skyjump Las Vegas at the Stratosphere Casino Hotel and Tower, measuring 252 meters, 129 feet in American, in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Opened on 20th of April 2010. I had no idea it was that recent. The actual like Skyjump attraction only started in 2010. I think the first time I attempted this was back in... Oh yeah, I said it already. It was 2021 or 2022, one of those. Yeah, they're just putting everything away at this point. It was interesting seeing how they closed the doors where the wire goes through too. because the wire goes through a separate like opening up there. The wire that holds you, that attaches to you along with the thing. So they lift the mechanism up to put it into like a resting position because it's no longer in use. And then they close these windows with the wire still like kind of like sandwiched in between it. And then they close the doors where you get on the platform. And they just write some, you know, do some paperwork and then get out of there. I think by the time I did this lap again, they were gone. They were gone for the night. I was like, well, it must be pretty chill working as one of those guys. So you're not the one jumping, you're just helping other adrenaline junkies jump. So it's just like, you know, but it is also high responsibility because you got to make sure they're fastened, you know, tight and safe on that shit, because if they fucking die, it's on you. So, yeah. Alright, so let me show the GoPro POV, which I think I did. Oh no, hold on. Well, real quick, because I did pass right by the, I'll finish showing other videos I took with the iPhone and the GoPro in the same area first, and then we'll switch over to the other one. Because I want to show the picture for the Miami Vice as well. Here, let me... Not this, not yet. This was supposed to be a Miami Vice. Don't worry, I have an actual picture of the real thing. This wasn't it. And I got it from here. 5-ish years ago when I first tried to go do the sky jump or whatever, and I hung out in this area. This is just a strawberry daiquiri with some cherries. It's because the guy said that the pina colada was not working. We have another McDonald's moment, Lantis. He said the pina colada machine wasn't working, so he could only give me a strawberry daiquiri, which is only 1/2 of a Miami Vice. For the drink aficionados, you already know this. For those who don't know, a Miami Vice is a 50-50 mix, a half and half mix of a strawberry daiquiri and a pina colada. I don't even remember how I learned that, but I remember having that information so I could specifically ask for it from this place when I went there 5 years ago. You know what? Now that I say that, I think I just remembered how I found out. I was there, and then I looked up what are some iconic drinks to get from this place. 108 drinks at the Strat. I googled it while I was there on my phone, and then they told me get a Miami Vice. I think it was a Reddit post or something. I can't remember what it was, and I was like, all right, and I got it. This time again, no luck. They just gave me a strawberry daiquiri. It was 2 of them. But I'll show you what a Miami Vice actually looks like from this place. I'll show you a photo of me with it 5 years ago. Let me just pull it up real quick. I have it saved on my, I did actually... Well, I did semi-stream prep a few days ago for this, because like I saved the photos or whatever on Discord. But I forgot, oh, if I want to show them on stream, I actually have to download them to my computer real quick. It's like, oh, whoops. Let me do that real quick. No, let me just take them. Let's just put them at the Tsumicon folder. Even though this is from a totally different Vegas trip, it's just to keep it simple. Got a new volume, pictures, Tsumicon. Excuse me, put it here. Save image. 2 pictures. There we go. Alright. Now they're in the same folder, so I just gotta double click, and we're there. Close this one. This is the Miami Vice from this place. This is 5 years ago, same exact place. We're standing literally in front of the same bar. It's so pretty. A pina colada with the strawberry daiquiri. And it tastes amazing. It's when it was the very first time I ever tried a pina colada. It was my very first time, and it was mixed with a strawberry daiquiri. So it wasn't even pure, right? Oh, thank you for telling me that, Lantis. Wonder why. Well. Oh! That's why, the source. The source counts as a different source because this is a JPEG. The other photos are a different format. So Streamlabs OBS was like, that's not the same thing, so I'm not going to show anything. So I had to recalibrate. I had to change the screen capture. There you go. Now you can see it. Thank you for that, Lantis, or else I probably would have noticed that, actually. But there it is. Yeah, that's much prettier than just one or the other. And then here's me with a selfie going, yeah, this is me 5 years ago, dude. I haven't changed that much, but you could tell I had a lot more fat. My body fat percentage was definitely higher. Yeah, I had fuller cheeks, a little bit of a fuller neck. A slight difference, but it's there. I'm going hang loose.
Bruh.
Yeah, so I wanted to recreate this moment. A couple months ago, and shit out of luck. Their fucking ice cream machine, their pina colada machine, sorry. Fucking McDonald's over here was like, yeah, sorry, we only got the strawberry daiquiri right now. And I was like, oh. It is what it is. Next time I'll try for this again though. I'm gonna go up to them with this picture and I'll be like, you see this? This is what I want. No, just one or the other. But yeah, so it's my first time that I ever tried a pina colada and I fell in love instantly. My go-to was margaritas until I had this drink. From this point on, anytime I go to any bar, I always ask, do you guys have pina coladas? That's the first thing, but it's rare. Like, pina coladas are rare compared to margaritas. They're not in most of the bars and restaurant, like grill and bar type places that I frequent. So unfortunately, I rarely get to taste this thing. One of my go-to like restaurants, like chain restaurants, is Applebee's. Because I like the food mostly. But I always get a margarita when I go there. And I was really hoping eventually they would add pina coladas to their menu after I tried one here 5 years ago. No luck. Until literally a few months ago. They finally have pina coladas. Finally. They added them after I only found out that they had added them. They were like brand new when I found them in Portland, Oregon. You guys remember that vlog, right? That's where I first mentioned that. The Portland, Oregon vlog. That whole trip, that was in late November. It was early... Yeah, it was pretty much late November, early December. It was in that transition period. I went to the Applebee's there, the one in Washington and Oregon, and they both had pina coladas, and I was like, oh, you guys finally have these? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, finally! 5 fucking years! I had to wait 5 years after I tried one of these for them to fucking have it. And then, yeah, I went to my local one here where I live, and yeah, they got it now too. I was like, yes! Anyway, that's enough of me swooning over, tasty, delicious alcoholic beverages. Moving on. So there's 2 videos showing a few more attractions and stuff here at the Strat. I'm probably gonna have to change the source again. Yep. Oh, let me check something actually before I do that. I know you guys couldn't see anything. Give me a sec. What is this? Is this really not a JPEG? Okay, so they are JPEGs, but maybe it's because of the way iPhone changed. Maybe iPhones like changed the formats a little bit or something. There's some techie bullshit going on. The two images from 5 years ago are labeled JPG files. The images from my current phone are labeled JPEG files. Either acronym is still just a JPEG file, but because one of them has a fucking E in it, that's why Streamlabs thinks it's a different file type format or something, and it's not showing it on screen. It's just like...
Bruh.
So yeah, there. We're back to the JPEG files. We're back to the JPEG files. Yeah, let me go back to the... So yeah, I wanted to show some of the other attractions at the tower. Like I said, they have like a mini theme park at the top. So if maybe you're not interested in doing the little descender jump, whatever the hell that thing was called, the decelerator jump, I guess, the sky jump, and you just want to do something more tame. Well, they have like a mini roller coaster up top, and a couple other things. One of the rides is out of service like permanently now because they don't manufacture the part they need to fix it. That's what they told me when I was up there. So eventually they're gonna get rid of it, and it's just sitting there collecting dust now. So even though we're not gonna see anybody jump anymore, we are gonna be outside, very high up. So I'm just giving you a fair warning. If that still makes you nervous, Lantis, I'm giving you a fair warning. We're gonna be outside, still very high up. It's not that windy, but you know, I'm just giving you a warning. So yeah, I rode the elevator to the top. There's one ride called the Big Shot, which is, they thought I was getting on it when I was here. I was like, no, because these other dudes that got off the elevator with me were getting on it. It's just a drop zone. The standard, like there's a tower, you get on the chair, and then, you know, it shoots you up, and then you come back down and go back up really fast, up and down. That's it. You might have seen it in the background in a different video when I was from one of the previous vlogs.
literally said big shot to the right. They went to the left.
Yeah, the
Boys went
dudes.
over here for some reason.
They were definitely like college
I'm
frat
not
boy
getting on
type
this,
dudes, and they went through the wrong door right before I started filming. That's why I was saying that. Like they had that vibe. I don't know if they actually were in college or not, but they had like that vibe. They look like slightly older than college age though. But you know, they're very much deep into the party phase,
Definitely need a
which
wrist
you know
cup for
I
this
like that because sort of my vibe too.
camera. Not getting anywhere.
Why else
near
am I
that
doing all
level.
this, right? All right, hold on. I'm talking over myself. Let me go back a little bit, see what I said.
What the hell's over here? Okay.
Get off the screen.
Oof. Definitely need a wrist strap for this camera. I'm not getting anywhere near that with that one.
There it is. There's a big shot. That's the very top of the tower.
Top of the tower.
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Oh look, there's the ride from the GoPro video from earlier.
Oh, so I did film the GoPro video first. That's the ride that is out of commission. Those boys probably had whiskey for breakfast too. You know it. Like I never knew that was that was a tradition some people had, but that shit's hardcore. You guys will know what the hell Lantis and I are talking about when we go over the Anime North stuff in a few vlogs. That one's gonna be short because I didn't want to film too much. Because it's mostly cosplayers and stuff. Like if you notice the Tsumicon stuff, I didn't really film too much inside the hotel and all that because like, you know, consent is a big thing, especially at Tsumicon, more so than Anime North, right? But like I just didn't want to like film or take too many pictures of people without their consent, you know. So the Anime North vlog is gonna be kind of short too because for that same reason I didn't really take too many pictures and videos. There's a few. It's mostly gonna be me yapping along with Lantis here about the shenanigans that we got up to in there. That vlog is gonna be a little less visual, but still.
See, I only used the GoPro video,
Whiskey for breakfast was a thing.
the GoPro camera last time because I'm not losing my phone. That's why. Alright, let's go check this out. They'll eventually tell me, like,
On the other side. On the other side.
Oh, that's the exit, yeah.
they didn't turn those guys away. Maybe they were
Bruh.
belligerent. You know?
Yeah, I
Maybe
could have
those
been
other
like,
guys were just like, no, we're going through. Sorry, homeboy.
I know, I could have been like, why'd you let those
Yeah.
guys go through,
It's
huh?
supposed to be this way. Is this a wedding chapel? Oh, they're just advertising it. By the way, the elevator guy, he asked for our tickets. He thought I was with those guys. One of those guys. I don't even know if I don't think they're on video. You guys don't even know who I'm talking about, but they were like these dude bros. He thought I was with them. So when the guy pulled out all their tickets, one guy was holding all of them, I didn't do anything, and the guy didn't even look at me or ask.
Dude, bros. I forgot I called them dude bros. Listen, guys, if you ever see this, no shade,
I'll still be able
okay?
to record with my other camera.
I meant it as a compliment. I just think it's funny. The word that I used is funny, but I didn't mean it as a compliment. Yeah, there they are. Oh god, I forgot I used that word.
No, I'm just recording.
Okay, there might be yeah, I think I have a better video of this with the GoPro. I'll still show this one. The thing is, something weird happened here where I said I was recording, but then somebody else came back from like around the corner to the right there. Like over here. Say dude bros, don't worry about it. I say dude bros and don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't think, it's not offensive. So, but I'm just covering my bases. I'm just like, I mean it in a good way, guys, all right? Don't tase me. But yeah, somebody comes back through here, like a normal person like me, not an employee. and she mentioned something to like another friend that comes up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, they said I couldn't record." And so at that point, I got kind of nervous, and I put the camera down a little bit because I was like, "Oh, maybe they don't want me to." So this video is gonna be kind of janky because of that, and so I'm saying this right now. It turned out what she really meant is they didn't want to allow her to record from that side because she would have to be inside where the elevator's going up and down, so it's too dangerous. If you're standing there, that thing can fucking hit you, you know, or somebody's feet hanging off it, so you can't be there. So that's what they really meant. They're not against recording, but I stupidly misinterpreted what she actually meant. So yeah. It's a group of guys that say dude a lot and call each other bro. Dude bros. Yeah, it works, right? It fits. If it works, it works.
Smaller moths I can deal. They're little. The bigger they get, the more afraid I get. I like spiders.
Is that going on? Is that going on today? Not ever? Not ever? How is it?
You think you're gonna go off the top?
Really? That's because there's no one that's stopping?
It's fun.
Don't tell me anything about how it works.
1,081 feet above the strip. It's charging up. Here we go. I finally got to use a new soundboard by it. They did it! I hope it wasn't too expensive because it doesn't go up and down that many times. I'd feel ripped off if it was expensive, you know?
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's there, baby! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Are we gonna bore you? No, we're fine. I'm fine.
I'm ballsy.
Yeah, we know, Arnold. Alright, so there's that. There's that POV. Surprisingly came out good for me just kind of doing this without actually looking at what I was seeing, what I was recording or not. Because, you know, I was trying to be like somewhat discreet, I guess. Came out surprisingly well. Alright, 1 second, I gotta get to the... I stupidly closed the Tsumicon folder. There it is. Alright, was there any other videos here? Well, there's the one after the daiquiris. What's this one?
Okay, so I just got dropped off by...
Oh, this is the Zook stuff. Well, we'll get to that. That'll be the thing we end this vlog on. It's gonna go a little past an hour because that takes a while. And Lantis already saw this because I previewed this at the end of a Fantasy Star stream about 2 months ago, or like basically the last Affinia boost week before I went to Enemy North. So I'll just play the clip from that because I didn't save it to the Fantasy Star video because I thought it was too off topic. I decided to save that clip instead and then just move it here to this vlog. So we'll end with that, but yeah, let's go to the GoPro POV for the rest of this. Real quick before that. Huh. 1 second. Did this, Yeah, I think I showed this already. the Tsumicon after party stuff. It's at the bottom of the folder, so I just decided to just to cover my bases. This was showing the actual decibels. Yeah, I think I showed this already though. This is the last videos in the folder, so yeah, I think I showed this already. I'm pretty sure. So showing how loud the after party was. Oh, that is a bad habit. I gotta stop closing that. Takes forever to get back there. I pin this actually. Pin the quick access. There we go. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I did show this already. Okay, cool. We're done with all this. It was pinned to nearly 100. Alright, now I can close this shit. Screen capture. Sweet. Alright, here's the GoPro POV of... This shows a little bit more of the tower than rather than just the big shot jump right here that we already saw. So this is another like POV of the lobby area.
No, I know that.
Somebody asked me if I was in line. I was like, no.
Yeah, you just step out.
I think that's what I heard. I don't know. Oops.
Can you see it?
There he goes. Dude, do you see that? They have to crank it back up there on their own. Do you see this shit? I didn't realize. I guess I guess somebody did jump after the chick. Maybe I took this video after, yeah. I can't remember the order of events anymore. I can't remember if I... Jesus, this... See what I mean about the sound of the fan? That's fucking nuts. The door's closed, man. It still sounds that loud. It's crazy. I guess somebody else did jump after her. I thought she was the last one. Or this video was taken before, and she was the one who jumped after that person right there that we just saw. I honestly don't know which video came first anymore. These little couches are very cozy though. I got a big fat sandwich. I think it was like a... Yeah, there's a little souvenir shop I was talking about. I got this really big juicy grilled cheese sandwich with like, I think it was turkey breast. Fucking delicious. And of course, all the adrenaline I had from having just jumped like about an hour before this whole thing right here, within the last hour, it made me so hungry. It made it so satisfying when I was eating that shit. Oh, I forgot to have this thing. Whoa, that's tripping my eyes out. The widescreen on the GoPro with that doesn't mix well. Yeah, there's the chick I was talking about. She had red hair. I forgot she had red hair. Yeah, we bantered a lot way before and after I bought food from her. She was fun to talk to. That 83 that I just showed on the palm of my hand was it's how they mark you as like, I don't know if it's the number of people that have jumped that day, but that was something they put on me before I jumped. I forgot to show it on camera before, I guess. It's part of the proof that I had to show so that they would let me up here without charging me again. Doing a side-by-side comparison, the iPhone camera definitely is higher quality. Yes, Leon, breast meat is super satisfying, right? Salacia, definitely knows that too. I think that's why, her and Zara dress very similarly. Wait, we're supposed to be talking about turkey breast.
What? You bastard son of a...
Yes, turkey breast is very satisfying. That's what we really meant. We're yeah, we're talking about turkey breast and chicken breast. It's very, very tasty, very satisfying. Don't I have a...
I'm ballsy.
I don't know. I had nothing. I should have just done this.
You are twisty.
Yeah, whatever. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Breast meat is very satisfying. Nothing new under the sun. I think we all know that. No one's gonna disagree with that statement. Holy shit, those guys have had a lot of drinks. Look at that. I don't think those are all alcohol, though. I was like, but dude, if they are, it's like, holy shit, those guys are sloshed. Jesus. I didn't even notice how many drinks were on that table until just now. Breast meat and peaches. Breast meat and peaches, an excellent combo. What's up with this fancy camera? Liquid courage! I don't think they were gonna jump, but maybe they were with somebody who did, yeah. Maybe somebody was with them hanging out and was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump. I think these people are filming someone they know who's about to jump also. Yeah, there's somebody else. Again. Wow, so there was at least 3 people that jumped after I did. Bye! There they go! Rule number 1 is you never look down. That's true. I didn't look down when I jumped off the plane. I didn't look down when I jumped off this thing. I just looked straight ahead at the skyline in front of me. Like the horizon, you know? Where like the earth and the sky split. I don't think it would have felt way worse if I'd looked down before jumping. That's yeah, there's a chick we saw. So this was before the iPhone video, yeah. That's the chick we saw in the iPhone video. Yeah. So I think this might be the end of the GoPro video, yeah. Let's switch to the iPhone here. And we already saw that though, so we're moving on after this. Gonna go see the outside. Big ass fan. Okay. Let me go back to the media folder. Okay, yeah, so it's left. So we're gonna hit left every time. Okay. Oh shit! Lantis did. Well, I think Lantis would have said something. Hold on, am I still okay? Webcam still moving? All right. Because my live stream counter, like the thing that says how long you've been live, it reset back down to 9 minutes and a half, even though it was about to hit an hour. Let me check my stream on my dashboard real quick. That's weird. Hopefully that's just a Twitch thing. Like a Twitch hiccup. Yeah. I just didn't notice anything weird. Alright. It still says 56 minutes for you. Yeah, then it... Okay, then it's not a Twitch thing, it's my... Okay, well as long as my microphone or my webcam don't freeze up or cut out, we're fine. some of the changes I made to my computer to fix some tech issues. As you know, when you do that, sometimes you break other things. So Streamlabs is being kind of weird. But that had nothing to do with the webcam and the microphone issue from earlier. That's a hardware issue. That was literally them not getting enough electricity because the voltage was wrong. Otherwise, it wouldn't have fixed as quickly as it did when I switched the voltage back up to get overclocked RAM. So that glitch of the live timer resetting like that in Streamlabs, it obviously didn't reset in Twitch. That stopped happening to me a long time ago until now. But it's basically just like a software hiccup. But it usually happened if Streamlabs detected a disconnect with Twitch. So it's interesting that this time nothing happened. My stream has been uninterrupted, but it's still reset. Kind of weird. I believe this is right above the sky jump, right here. These cable wires you see here. These are the mechanisms holding the you know, the spring harness thing that keeps you alive. Is right here. And over here to the right, when we get closer, I'll talk about it more. It's the like mini roller coaster. It's just a straight line. So my past self is probably gonna say it anyway, but I'll just real quick. See this design? That's just a straight line. I'm pretty sure he's gonna talk about it, but just real quick, it's a roller coaster that hangs like this tip right here on the left. It hangs off the edge of the building, and when the coaster goes to that end, the weight brings it down. It's like a teeter-totter, so it's doing this. So when it goes to the front, it brings it down, giving you the feeling, and you can't see the railing anymore if you're sitting in it. So it gives you the feeling that you're literally about to fall off the building. Because your thing will just do this, and then you can't see the rail you're on anymore, and you just picture yourself in first person going like that, and you look straight down at the city right underneath you. So you're hanging off the edge of the tower. Absolute terror. He's probably gonna explain it again right here. It's a green coaster, you see it right there, there's the seats. It's a single file, so everybody sits one in front of the other. Mini roller coaster, it just goes back and forth. Yeah, so whoever's in the front is gonna shit their pants, because you're the one who gets to see the full view of the city underneath you with nothing underneath you. This tiny little thing. When the thing goes to the front. And then it, you know, but when it goes to the over there, it weighs it down, making you feel like hanging you over the edge. Essentially, you'll be hanging off the edge on that thing, which makes you feel like you're gonna fall right off. Pivots off that thing right there. A pivot. So yeah, it does it several times. It goes back to where it's reset position where you see it there. So then the thing goes, it falls back, it teeters back, and then you go back forward again, and so you're going back and forth. You're going back and forth over and over, and going up and down, as you do that. So it's just like, it's crazy. This is what saved my life. The bungee cord thing. I forgot they had little binoculars. Binoculars, sorry. So you can, I never looked through one of them because I'd rather just, film all this and do whatever, but. House number 83. Also, it's kind of hard to use these little, like, binocular things with glasses. They didn't design them for people with glasses. Saved by this engineering marvel. Sorry to cut you off there, past self, but the thing is, the little eye holes are so small. They have little lenses, but they're so tiny that you literally have to put your eyes like almost right up against it just to see through them. So obviously with glasses I can't do that. So if I take them off to look through, everything's blurry anyway, because I don't have my glasses on. So even though I can see through with my eyes up against the lens, I can't see jack shit because it's all blurry. I wish I could have come up here before the last people jumped, because then we would have heard the machinery from out here, and we would have heard them screaming.
But
Yeah,
it's closed down for
at
now.
this point, the last person has really jumped, so we don't hear anything going on, like, over the edge there.
The theme park rides, I think, closed at like 7. Wait, what time is it? I think they closed at 8. They're pretty much already.
Wow, that's almost the exact time it is right now.
It's been quiet for a while though, so maybe they closed earlier.
Yeah, it's 7:46 here right now. This is 12 minutes later. But 3 months ago. Arriba! Actually, I don't know what the hell she yelled. So, I didn't describe that one right there. Well, actually, I think I do get some up-close video, and he'll probably describe it too, so I'll just wait. But you've seen this is a somewhat common ride in other places, like theme parks and stuff. But it's like you get in a bunch of chairs and you spin.
We got some flash thunderstorms and rain. Oh, good, little lights blinking on that.
But this one, hey,
So they would have to close and reopen because of the weather. The entire deck out here, not just the rides here.
I was gonna say this one hangs you off the edge of the tower, and then you spin sideways too. Like once it revs you up, it then lifts the chairs sideways. So then as you're spinning, you're gonna look straight down to the city, and then straight up at the sky because you're spinning like this now instead of like this. You see my fingers? So you start off like this, and once you get speed, it does this to you. So then you're seeing and it's hanging off. That's what this big crane arm is for, is so that you hang off the edge while you're doing that. So you get to essentially float off the edge of the tower again, just like with the other ride, and spin in circles and get to see the sky and the bottom of the tower, the city, streets below you, over and over and over again, like you're in a fucking washing machine. Good stuff.
So that thing, I think this is one of those things that like you get in a bunch of seats that are in a circle, as you can see there, and it starts spinning, but it spins you over the edge. So that, you get to be hanging off the edge of the tower precariously.
Fucking deja
That's your
vu.
life depending on the engineers who designed it. Just like me.
So that's the ride that unfortunately no longer works. That's the one that they told me that hasn't functioned in like a couple years now because they can't find the part to fix it because it's no longer manufactured. And because the company that manufactured the parts for that machine went out of business. So now they literally can't replace the part on it. So it's just sitting there. Security guard here. There go the dude bros. The big shot.
Butterfly in the thing. When it wasn't around me no more, I'm just like that. Like, no, get away from me, bro. Outside.
I don't think I record another up and down because this is only a minute and a half.
Go again.
I don't think so, but
Don't want that.
yeah, I'm not sure what I think I just wanted to get a view from the top or something because I was focused on the ride the first time. I don't know. Yeah, here I wanted to see more of the city. Oh yeah, I forgot they had little tables with chairs there. Whether you're up here in the daytime or at night, the view's beautiful regardless. But this city always looks 1,000 times better at night.
Oh, cool. How was the spring break finally started for you guys? Cool, cool. Okay. Is that wrong with the leaf keys?
Oh,
Sorry. I mean, the parents are talking about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the cityscape from up there. This one I did film another shoot. I'll speed it up a little because we already saw, you know. We already saw this technically on the other camera, so. Maximum light pollution. Yeah. I know you can see it on the horizon, right? Like you can see the glow of the light going into the sky. Like you can see it right here. There's like a blue, look at this. Look at the blue hue going up into the sky. You can't see shit. There's not a single star in sight because of how much fucking light pollution there is. Can't see any stars. Oh, here we go. That was too soon.
A test of your reflexes!
I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the fart reverb for one of those. And I hit the bruh button.
Oh.
You suck!
Yeah, I know. I can't even say I've had a long day because I haven't. I don't even have that to fall back on. Fucking sick. I guess that's the only ride that works at this hour though, because nobody was using any other ride.
That's all upper management needs to know. Alright, time to go relax in the lounge. Back down 2 floors.
Why is there a door leading off to nothing?
Well, no,
Do you see that? I don't know why I didn't question this back then. Why does this door that's locked, obviously,
Alright.
it just looks like you just walk right off the fucking edge? Like, what is the point of this door here? Look at this.
Relax.
There's nothing to stand on after this door. You just go right off.
Back down 2 floors. Oh, wait,
It must be for maintenance workers. Like, they probably have to put on like a harness with some straps, and then they open it, and then they can, you know, sort of rock climb the tower essentially, scale the side of it, wipe the windows.
And film single. Well, no, this camera.
There were people doing that at the sorry, my past self is talking. It's going too fast.
Well, no.
There were people doing that at Skylon Tower.
Oh wait, and film the single. Well, not with this camera.
Again, we'll get to that when we get to Anime North and all that, but like there's a fence just like this at the very top on the outdoor section. You know, to obviously protect people to not fucking fall off. And there was some maintenance workers on the outside of the fence, standing right on the very edge basically of the tower on very thin ledges where you could easily just fall and you die. But they were, you know, they had harnesses on and they were attached to the fence with little cables, kind of like the dudes that were working the sky jump. So
They even have a bit of a lounge here. I don't know why they don't let us in.
they were doing some maintenance. So it was interesting when I would see them want to shift positions when they would go to a different part of the tower. They had a hook system where like they have 2 or 3 cords attached to the fence. They have to unhook, I think it's just 2 for each of them. They unhook one, they take a few steps, hook it, unhook the other, take a few steps, hook it, unhook the last one again. So they're constantly doing this with the, you know, so that they can slowly walk around the edge of the tower without ever being detached from the tower so that they don't fall off and die.
Part I recorded previously. Down, dear.
So we're just hearing go. It's just 2 steps, click, 2 steps, click, 2 steps, click.
I thought they were. Just they operate on demand. They're just like that until somebody requests it, I guess, maybe. Or maybe those ones are shut down. It's just a big shot that's not. Big drop-off thing.
Yeah, there's a place inside. We'll see it at near the end of this. Put on the don't die hat. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit! I normally it's not in its spot. Give me a second. Yes, so that they don't die. I think it's a little crooked. I never get it on straight the first time. It's always a little crooked. Anyway, yeah, this. So in the lobby, there's like a ticket booth area where you buy your tickets first and then you go up there. So I'm guessing these rides are kind of on demand. They don't just have they don't just have employees standing there if nobody's trying to get on a certain ride. They, you know, you go and you buy a ticket, and then they send an employee there to go operate the ride for you if you bought a ticket for it. So I think those rides are still open. It's just nobody's interested in any of them. They're just everybody's interested in the Big Shot Tower for some reason.
There's a door down there by the door to the outer deck that I started recording before I went outside. That's at Extreme, and that's this thing. What I was saying earlier.
Yeah, nobody bought a ticket for that.
Shoots across to the very tip of its little platform right there. I couldn't see my hand for a second. And then it just whoop, goes down. Makes you feel like you're falling right off the building because you're hanging off it. Then you go right back up, and then that part goes down. Then you just go up, and then like that.
The reason I'm re-explaining it too is because it was a contingency plan. Because the other one was on iPhone, I think. No, when I explained it was on... No, I think that's what I was thinking, but I'm an idiot because it was both of the times I explained it was on the GoPro. It was like one of those just in case one fails, you know, the other video will be a backup. But I filmed them both on the same device.
For the day, though. Jumping off this thing with a bungee cord. I'm good.
I mean, I also didn't have that much money, so...
I already filmed this with my other camera, but a phone camera. But I didn't want to get too close to the edge because I don't have a hand strap for that. There we go, now we got a better view of this. I don't know where the Eiffel Tower is, I think it's over there, but it was a lot windier yesterday. That would have made me more nervous to jump off. No wind right now. Nothing. Pretty sure the Eiffel Tower is on the other side of the tower from where I am right now, because I know it's not too far from the sphere, and you should be able to see the high roller Ferris wheel from the other night. It's on the opposite end. Yeah, this camera can zoom in, so... And even with my phone camera, I couldn't distinguish it between all the other buildings. Alright. Time to go relax, eh? Maybe grab a bite, too.
They have a temper... This is when I went to go down to eat and all that. Which obviously I stopped recording at that point. I think that's it for this then. This is just me leaving the place. I think that's it before the self... Yeah. So this is pretty much... As far as Lantis is concerned, this is pretty much it for the new stuff. After this is just the Zook's self-driving car stuff. It's too short to put it in its own vlog, so I'm still going to include it in this one, which means this vlog is going to go a little bit longer than I originally planned it to. But at least now you won't miss anything if you have to go to bed, Lantis, because everything after this is stuff you already saw before. The self-driving car stuff. But for everybody else, you'll get to enjoy seeing yet another brand of self-driving cars. Midnight City!
Stratosphere. It was fun jumping off that fucking building.
You can see my reflection of me sitting there in the car, and you can't see him because he's really good at hiding, but my buddy Keith, he's in the back of the car. He's my friend who may or may not have popped into existence during that time that I was in the HOV lane on the highway coming into Vegas.
It was fun.
He's hanging out back there. He doesn't want to be on camera though. He doesn't say anything either. He doesn't want to be on camera.
Back to Las Vegas Boulevard.
That's
We
all.
outie.
That's why I said we outie, because me and my buddy Keith back there, you know?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I didn't record this place from the outside when I first got here because it didn't look this pretty yet.
I'm literally waiting for the turn signal. I'm just yapping to fill time. I don't know why the hell I inced forward. I think I was... I wanted to see if there were cars coming, that's why. This video was literally just to capture this. What the Strat looks like at night in front of it, basically. That's all.
Alright, let's go get that Zooks ride.
Yeah, so then I went to Area 15 to go get picked up by the self-driving car. That's the next video. So, what I've been talking about here... Yeah, here it is. You're about to see this with commentary from a few months ago. I'm just gonna play the clip that I already showed Lantis at the end of a Phantasy Star stream from a few months ago before I went to Anime North, because I wanted to show her this before I went there. So, again, for Lantis, this is nothing new. Self-driving car says, "Hey, new passenger. Could you unbuckle that seatbelt for me?" Yeah. I know, I wasn't expecting a human to immediately call and interrupt the self-driving car experience and be like, "Yo, dude, so the last guy that had this taxi before you was a dick. Can you fix what he did so it stops fucking with the AI of the car?" It's just like... So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I have the clip already on my computer. All these clips right here, you're about to see them in quick succession. It's everything, all of this has to do with, except these three. These are, these are bonus clips of me fucking around afterwards. Oh, actually, hold on, I still have some, oh, you know what, we can save them for tomorrow actually, because I just realized I forgot I have some videos of the return trip a little bit. I did record some footage of going back to California from Vegas. So yeah, actually, you know what? I can just put this in because it's getting late for both me and Lantis. It's getting late, so yeah, actually, I'll put this. Sorry to cuck you guys. I'm sorry, but I'll put this in the next vlog, which will be, because it's at least 30 minutes. The self-driving car thing is at least 30 minutes, and then we have this extra shit here. So that's another vlog altogether. I thought we were actually at the end, but I forgot I had some more shit here. The next one will actually be the end though, because this is Anaheim. You see this right here? This is Anaheim. So this is the FF14 FanFest vlog. That'll be the next one we start. But the Vegas one still has one more, I guess, because of this shit. And honestly, I probably could have made this one go a little bit longer if I didn't have fucking tech issues at the start. Because the tech issues literally pushed this stream back like 40 minutes. So, because I had to restart my computer like 2 times and change settings and shit. Yeah, we'll show the self-driving car stuff. We'll open with that next time. And then we'll show a little bit of the return trip. And that'll be it for Wednesday's vlog. And then Friday, we will start the FanFest vlog, which actually will not start with the Anaheim one. I'm actually going to start by showing a little bit of last FanFest, because I never made a vlog for that. I always wanted to for my Twitch and YouTube 3 years ago, and I never did it, the Dawn Trail FanFest. But I also didn't film too much of it, so it can't be its own. So I just decided to mash it in with that one. Because it's like literally like 30 minutes of footage or less. I didn't really film that much. But I did get a good shot of like the atmosphere in front of the convention center. It was in the Las Vegas Convention Center at the end of July, 100-degree heat. Brilliant idea on Square Enix's part. Everybody hated that. Everyone was miserable. So anyway, yeah, I got some footage of that, and then I'll mix it together with the Anaheim Evercold FanFest, we can call it now, because we know the name of the expansion. And that'll be that'll start on Friday. We'll start that on Friday. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Thank you for the adventures. You're welcome, Lantis, and thank you for joining me on them as always. So let's get the music back up. Like, it's still playing, but let's raise it up. Here we go. Let's get some proper outro music though. Where is it? There we go. Let's bring back the breast meat and peaches.
What? What the fuck?
Oh, sorry, I meant hold on. I meant Zara doing some Tai Chi is what I meant. There it is. I know, Lentus, I was thinking, it takes a while to transition back over to this shit. I have to do it takes way too many clicks. That's why I was like, hold on. But hey, look, I caught a rainbow at night. Those apparently can happen at night, or at least in NGS. Maybe it happens in real life too. I've never seen it, but there's a rainbow there. It's not just breast meat and peaches.
Bruh.
Anyway. Alright folks, as you can tell, I'm obviously closing the stream out, so thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across all platforms. As always like to say, please do take care of yourselves, stay safe and don't die. You know, I just took it off a little too early, but, you know, stay alive. And until next time, which is the name of this song, until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. Peace. Rainbows kind of require something like that to happen. I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. And rain. Yes. Yes, that is another component. Ah, you gotta love Sega. They really like realistic immersion in their games, don't they? I think if we questioned Sega about it, they would say this.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's living!
Good night, everybody.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Yuji Naka. Free Yuji Naka!
Son of a...
Good night, sis!